Christmas, Jeff. I just finished watching your contest video and instantly wanted to make one. I didn't know you were doing a contest, missed that video, and I saw Andy Border's did a video response to your contest. I'm like, what? Wait, what? Jeff Kempin's having a contest. Well, I got it. Andy, I haven't watched. I typically don't watch videos before shooting my own, so I'll watch your video soon. So I just finished watching your video in Chicago sweatshirt. It's cold in the house. It's about 68 degrees here. I don't believe in turning on the heat for some reason. I'm cheap. I don't know. But yeah, this is the only thing I have from Chicago. And a little quick story about this one. I was in Chicago for a library conference. I used to be a librarian and an IT person at the same time. And so I went to a conference in Chicago in January of 2011. That same month, I actually broke up. Well, my girlfriend broke up with me that night after I returned. So this doesn't necessarily have the greatest memories for me, but I'm cold and it's warming me right now. So anyway, I was in Chicago for almost a week and it was rainy and it was cold. I forgot how cold Chicago can get. It is the Windy City. And so being June and being in Florida, I have never thought to bring something warmer. Neither did any of my folks from Kentucky who were visiting Chicago for the library conference. So as we're walking around Chicago, you know, 7, 8, 9 o'clock at night, I needed something warm right then and there, and this was all that was available. So I've kept this maybe just for this video. No, I'm gonna keep it beyond this, but it's almost never been worn. It's still the bright orange color, not faded or anything. I think it was in my on my sofa for one time, and my cats loved laying on it. Anyway, I was watching your video, and Vidal's getting older. I mean, they're both, my cats are getting older, and I really think arthritis is taking her over, and so she wasn't able to jump into my lap, so I was able. She tried, and then she scratched down my leg. It hurt, but I was able to pick her up, and she knew. She's like, Dad, I want you to pick me up. And so I picked her up and watched your video holding her, and she just loving on me, and I can only imagine loving on you too. Sorry this is happening to you, man. Parents, for me, it's my father, is rough. My mom and I are really tight. We go to church every Sunday when they're here in Florida, but my dad and I, we can butt heads, and so I know what that's like. And yeah, I also know what it's like to not talk to your parents for a while, or my dad. Yeah, so I'm sorry. Let's turn this into something positive. So real quick, I don't generally get into the Christmas spirit until well in December. Not a huge fan of a lot of Christmas music, but I found this at H2Vinyl in Claremont this last weekend. Sorry, Tim, again. I was with another person, another friend. It was his birthday, and so he was like, let's go out to this record store that you guys always talk about. And I picked this up in their Christmas bin. This is Christmas Rap. Not sure, this was released in '87. And so it has Christmas in Hollis, which is the song that I really wanted by Run DMC. It has Sweet Tea. It has Dana Dane. It has Spider D. And Surf MCs. All the other ones I don't really know. Derek B I might have heard of. Anyway, this is what we're listening to in the background. A little festive, with a little bit of Taste of Brad too. So, wait, that sounds weird. Never mind. So, Jeff, your contest video is saying, say any Christmas memory that brings joy to your life. And my Christmases, my Thanksgivings are awesome. We descend on a house in Largo, Florida, over by St. Pete. 20 some of us, and just really enjoy each other's company. My mom's side is all in Iowa, and so Christmas, it's just me and my parents, and it's really kind of awkward. So that's been the last 10 years. Sometimes my sister and her husband have flown down. I have a 4-year younger sister, so those are fun times. But yeah, I understand. Like I said, I understand the tension that is within the holidays, especially amongst family. And so I'm digging way deep for a really good memory of Christmas. Christmas back in Iowa, a lot of fun gathering. Apparently I'm the funny one in the family, and everyone just loves when I would visit from college or seminary, and it was so lighthearted and made everyone laugh. And so I guess I have that memory, but I'm not going to go with that one. I'm going to go with one of the first gifts I ever remembered. And this was, to set the stage, 1982, December of 1982. I was 6, almost 7, born January of 76, so I was still 6. We gotta back this all the way up till November sometime, when Christmas for me was always, the season of Christmas always started the day after Thanksgiving. And this was before I went on Black Friday deals and that kind of, I was 6. So I didn't do any of that stuff, but after the Thanksgiving meal, the tree went up, some of the gifts were out. Like, my parents would do gifts to have something under the tree, and then the following night, Santa would come. Well, or sorry, the Christmas Eve, you get what I'm saying. Christmas Eve, Santa would come and there would be more gifts. Well, there was a big gift. Gosh, I have a box over there. I'm not going to go get it, but I want to say it was a box about this big. And I had sized up what I wanted, and I wanted an Atari 2600. And I sized up that box at KB's Toys or something like that, or Sears when they sold video games. And this box was the only thing. Like, there could be other things in this box, but this box that was wrapped in gold paper, shiny gold paper, looked like it could hold an Atari 2600. And it was made out to me with Dad and Mom on it. And I'm like, oh man, I hope that's a 2600. And a whole month had to go by. The agonizingness of waiting for a full month at being 6 years old. I would pick up that box and I would shake it a little and try and get nothing. Completely quiet. Which, I didn't, pick up a box of an Atari 2600 in the store and shake it, for proof that it could be. But I was like, what else could it be? It's got to be a 2600. So, Christmas finally came. And I'm trying to remember, at some point we were allowed to open one gift Christmas Eve after church. And we would always go to my grandparents' church. It was clear across town. And I love the fact that I was around my grandparents, especially my grandpa. My grandpa and I were best friends, and but church at the age of 6 was boring, and really I was the mindset, that one gift, doing this all for that one gift. And so we got home and I wanted to open, well, guess what? I wanted to open that gift. And both my mom and dad kind of hem-hawed around that. Oh no. Okay. So they let me open the gift, and it was what I thought it would be, an Atari 2600. Immediately, this wasn't one of those where I wanted to play with the box. This is what I wanted to play. I wanted to play with what was inside the box. So, wait, it gets better. There were a few games packaged in with it. Pac-Man, one of the worst games ever made, the worst version of Pac-Man ever created, was made for the Atari 2600. But I didn't know any better. I loved it. It was like the arcade. Not really, but to me it was like the arcade. And the other one, E.T., the absolute worst video game ever made for the 2600. So we open the box and everything like that, and Dad hooks it up to this small 13-inch color TV that was made the same year I was born. Really weird. Anyway, so hook it up to the TV, and we pop in a game, turn it on. I think it was Combat came with it. We popped in Combat, and nothing. Dad checked the connections and everything, and pop it in, and we got like squirrely vision, all the static, but kind of could see a picture. Turns out the 2600 was broke, and I think my dad bought it at Sears. And so Christmas Eve, I didn't have my gift. Parents got it situated 2 days later. Nothing else was open on Christmas Eve, unlike today. And so that was the bummer. But I had got a lot of enjoyment out of the Atari 2600 after that. But it's definitely a memory that I was really hoping for that gift. And the one gift I chose, it was the gift that I wanted. And yeah, great times with that. Really was my first video game system. Then kind of got out of video games and wanted to get into computers. But then after the passing of my grandpa, my grandma wanted to gift Nintendo to me, and so she gifted one. I didn't even want one, and then I was like, oh, forget this computer stuff. I want to do video games. So video games was essentially my first obsession, and it kind of really all started with the Atari 2600. And so that is the memory that I have of Christmas. It kind of got sour toward the middle there with it broken and everything, but like I said, still had a lot of enjoyment. So yeah, that is my memory of Christmas. How many years later? 20, 30, 35, gosh, 35 years later. There we go. Yeah, 36 years later. I can't even add. Anyway, hope your Christmas is well with all of these videos. Again, hope things change, but at the same time, I'm not really expecting that. Parents are difficult. I hope that the three of you can make amends, but at the same time, I'm glad that you're finding your joy elsewhere, and glad you're enjoying Christmas more, and glad that your family is going to have a good time together this Christmas, Jeff. And so please be thinking of us and my Christmas, as it's kind of awkward. Anyway, hope you're doing well, Jeff. I don't know. I think you might have a gift on its way to you. You do have a gift. That's why it was sent today. Today is Tuesday night, and so I shipped that gift to you during the day today, and so you should be getting it by late week or early next week. So well before Christmas. I hope you enjoyed it. I forgot to send the letter, so at some point I think I'll text the letter to you. So I wrapped it all nice and everything, and I put it in a nice, not compared to you. You did really well with the Amazon did really well. Anyway, I can't wrap gifts, and so after I got it all back packaged up and sealed up and everything, I'm like, the letter, there it is. Oh my gosh. So anyway, hope you're doing well, man. Look for that gift coming your way. Thank you again. Really enjoying this Christmas album, or the Christmas gift that you gifted to me, the Albert King album. And really enjoying it. We'll be making a video on that soon. So hope you're doing well. Merry Christmas, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.